Welcome back to the channel, guys. Episode 34 of the series. We're doing quite well. The youngsters of the last couple of intakes are really coming on now. I'm also going to be talking about the bingo sheet, the objective sheet as well, so stay tuned for that. Let's do it. It's time to revisit the objectives bingo sheet. Okay then. I've had a little look through before we started recording just then, and there's a few things we haven't ticked off. So, if we start at this top left-hand side, we have got to the Europa League group stage, right? That's pretty obvious. We got to that this year as well, so we're going to go green. I'm not sure we're ever going to get this Europa Conference group stage unless we have a bad season now. I think we're probably going to be Europa and higher, which is crazy to say, but I don't see... Maybe we will. You never know, right? You never know. Obviously, win Conference League as well is going to be quite tough. Now, we've also reached club reputation 3.5 stars. We've also reached club reputation 4 stars. We did actually hit 4 stars reputation back end of last season. That's something I wanted to speak to you guys about. We haven't expanded our stadium, but we've got a new stadium being built, so we can't tick that off yet. We've also obviously got £1 million in the bank. We've obviously got £2 million in the bank. We've got £5 million in the bank. We've got £10 million in the bank. Oh, that's yellow, not green. We've got £20 million in the bank. We've also got £50 million in the bank. We don't have £100 million in the bank. We are classed as a rich club as well. So that's something else we can tick off. We're going to get loads of these ticked off. We haven't won Serie A. Player gets top scorer in the Europa Conference League. No. We've got to the semi-final of the Coppa Italia last year. We got beat by AC Milan. Youth player is league player of the season. We haven't got that yet. We haven't got that. We're close to the 500 game mark. We've beaten one of the big six. We absolutely have. We've also done the double over one of the big six. We beat Juventus twice, which is pretty good. Can you guys see that? Wait a minute. Where's that going? Oh, it's down there. Okay, there you go. I don't know why that's different on my screen to your screen. Anyway, it's fine. We've beaten the fierce rivals Roma. Lazio, sorry. We've beat them a couple of times now. What else have we got? Have your first wonderkids youth player. We've got a couple of those, so we'll do that. Youth player becomes club legend. Don't know why I've spelled legend like that. Get rid of that. That's green as well. That's black. I haven't got a player called up for Italy just yet. I don't think. Oh, did I? Did Bonomi get a cap? I'm not sure. Exceptional junior coaching. We've had that for a while now. State of the art training facilities. We've got that. We don't have the state of the art youth facilities obviously yet because it's linked to reputation. We've won the Golden Boy with Gisty. We've improved our youth facilities. We've improved our training facilities. Again, we haven't expanded our stadium just yet. We haven't won Serie A. We've not won a European competition. Nobody's won the Ballon d'Or yet. We have got 1 million earnings and we have got 2 million earnings. We're on 2.2 million, so we're not at 5 yet. We've not won a double. We've not won a treble. We won Manager of the Year last year, guys, in Serie A for finishing where we finished 6th, which was amazing. So we did win that, which is nice. Get 6 elite talents in our youth intake. We got that. Player scores in the Euros. Player scores in the World Cup. Have a youth player worth 50 million. We've got that. Well, we had that. Bonomi. He was worth up to 80 million at one point, wasn't he? I think, is that it? Player gets Champions League best goalkeeper. We haven't got that. We're not in the Champions League just yet. Player gets top scorer in the Europa League. No, we haven't got that. We might get that this season. You never know. And I think that's it. If anybody you guys can see anything else, then let me know. But I'm pretty certain everything else now is sort of when we become a Champions League squad. We've got quite a lot though there. I'll have a look how many we've got and then I'll calculate that afterwards. I'm gonna have a look at this sheet as well. The youth only like update sheet basically. So we're in the 14th season. We've had 4 seasons in Serie A, right? 9th, 6th, 6th. We've got promoted. We've got the playoffs. We lost in the playoffs 4 times and we won in the playoffs once, right? That's showing the top scorers. So it was Giordani and then Henrique, Fino, Vantagiato, Gisti, Flauto, Fino, and now Puce, from this season, last season. First time we got in Europa League, we got knocked out by Juventus. If you'll have a look on this side as well, I'm going to try and scroll across for you guys because you can't see. We've got the reputation just here. So we've gone from 2 stars to 4 stars, which is amazing. We've gone from good training facilities, which is a nice start, to be honest. But after the first season, it went down to average. So it was average for a majority. Then we went to great, and then state of the art. We had quite a big boost there from nothing, and then all of a sudden, loads of things in the last 4 seasons once we got to Serie A. Junior coaching as well has been exceptional for a while. Youth group has been exceptional for a while. Average attendance has gone up from 737 people to 13,788 last season. Season tickets as well from 265 season tickets at the start to 7,960 in the season just gone. So that is the progress. Now we're going to have a look at the players, or a few of the players that have got better, and then we're going to have a look at the youth intake preview. I'm going to show you the league table as well in the Europa League, but it's not going to be as long an episode today, guys. Here we are then. The league table is here. We are 4th somehow. Tommaso Pucci has got 10 goals in 17 games, or however many games he's played. He's just outscored by Joe Wills, who was absolutely unbelievable, and Inter Milan are unbelievable. Inter Milan are the best team by a mile, and where everyone else is playing for second, pretty much. Joe Wills, the Inter Milan striker, is English. He's ridiculous. He actually came through at Fulham, went to Wolves, and then really good at Wolves, and then they sold him for 82 million. Hellas Verona doing nice, doing really well in 5th. Modena, though, last season they were really good in Europe, I'm pretty certain, and this year they're near the bottom. I think Europe's hitting them hard. Are they even in Europe? No, they're not in Europe. They're just shocking. Don't know what's going on there. Did we beat them? We drew. Of course we drew. Of course we did. Right, so Atalanta as well at 11th, which is crazy. Roma 9th, Juventus 8th. We're nicely in 4th. We've lost 3 games. We lost 6-1 against AC Milan, and then we lost a couple of games which I wasn't really happy with, especially the Frosinone game. Frosinone, we lost 3-2, and all 3 games are away from home, which is understandable. The draws have come against AC Milan, Lazio, Modena, Monza, and Sassuolo, and then we have beaten Atalanta, Fiorentina, Napoli, and Juventus, which is amazing. All of them at home, apart from Atalanta, we beat them away, but it's been a decent little season so far. So now I'm going to show you some of the players that have got better in the last 6 months. The first one I'm going to be showing you guys is Leonardo Trani, the Gargiulo replacement, and he's played 17 games this season, 4 goals, 2 assists. He's almost certainly now taken over Gargiulo as that deep line playmaker. Now, we love Gargiulo, this channel, don't we? He's amazing. He's been a legend, an absolute legend. He's a legend of the club as well. But it's time for new blood because Trani, I'm hoping, goes to that next level of a Serie A deep line playmaker. He's been playing very well, and he also chips with a few goals, which is quite nice. He's got good first touch, good passing, he's good vision. His technique needs a bit of work, but I'm working on his physicals a little bit because they need to be a little bit better if we're going to be playing in Serie A. Gargiulo never had the physicals, even though he played quite well. If he had physicals, it'd be amazing. I've also given him, or trying to give him, the trait of likes to switch ball to wide areas. It's a really good trait on the match engine. It opens defences really, really well. So he's currently learning that. But all in all, his determinations took a bit of a hit there, which is not nice. But if we look at his progress bar, he just keeps going up and up, especially since the start of the season. He's gone up a little bit more, then up a little bit more again. He's still stuck at, well, not stuck, but he's still at 5 stars. He's not gone down to 4.5. So I don't have any worries about him being good. He's just a good player. He's just a very good player. His downsides apparently is finishing, which is fine for a. I mean, his lowest attribute is 7. That is needed, like 4 long throws and 4 free kicks we don't care about. The lowest one is 7. His work rate could do with going higher as well, which we will work on at some point. Because what we'll do is, I'm going to work on his balance and his agility a little bit. Then I'm going to get his pace up a little bit. And then after that, I'm going to work on his endurance, try and get his stamina and his work rate up. Because I think his technicals will be fine. They'll come on themselves. His mentals will, but I want these to be hard focused to try and get them to the level needed for Serie A. Now, he has only just, at the start of this season, he turned 18. So he's still 18 for the rest of this season. So that's really, really good. I've also got him down now to a 5-year deal with optional 3. So we've got tied him down to 8 years. So if he becomes really good, like I'm hoping he does, he's here for the long haul. Nicolo Leoni then. Bittersweet, this one. He's amazing. He's become really, really, really good. He's got 6 goals and 6 assists in 15 games. So he's becoming one of our best players now. And with that, he's actually looking to want to move. It says wants to move to a club with a stronger squad. Now, I've got Rocky that still wants to move, the centre-back, well, left-back / centre-back. But now, some of our new players are becoming quite good to the point where I'm hoping we can keep Leoni and Rocky. Now, I did give this guy a new contract at the end of this season, end of last season, sorry. for a 3 years and an optional 3 years. So I've still got him for another 6, well, 5.5 now. So he will be like 23. So that's we don't have to worry about losing him just yet. We've got a lot of intakes until we have to lose him. So we could get really good players around him. But if you look at his mentals, 15 off the ball, 15 composure, 14 decisions. I'm working on his physicals as well because a lot of these players came through with low physicals, but he's really, really improving. 15 jumping as well. Really nice when the ball goes in the box and he goes to head it in. It's really good as well. He reminds me a little bit of Zaniolo, like a tallish attacking midfielder with not a lot of pace, but really good technically. A little bit like Zaniolo, if that's someone that I think that's the right comparison, I would say. But yeah, he has suggested he wants to leave, but he still plays quite well, even suggesting that. So he's got a lot of interest in him. Chelsea, PSG, AC Milan, Inter Milan, Napoli, which is not good, but we don't have to sell. We've got a lot of money. Leipzig as well. We've got a lot of money. If we look there, we've got 66 million in the club, which is really, really good. And it's projected to go down, but it won't do because we're going to get a new stadium at the end of this season. And then also, if you finish in the Champions League spots, there's also that going up as well. But Leoni is really, really good for us, and he's improving a lot. He keeps going up and up and up, which is amazing. Yeah, I'm hoping in a couple of seasons we get enough strong players in our squad where he's like, oh, actually, do you know what? I'll stay here now. Because is he a fan of our club? I'm not sure. He's not. Next up then is the goalkeeper that I thought, I'm saying thought, past tense, I thought he would become our number one. Now, I've played him at the start of this season. Played him in 11 games. He only got 2 clean sheets, and we dropped a couple of points because of it. 6.81 rating. But what's happened is, as I've played him more, his potential has actually gone down. Now, I don't like that potential, and I'll tell you why. Because Bianco isn't exactly the best keeper. So, if my young keepers have only got that potential, they're not going to be any better than Bianco. They might be slightly better, but I'm not interested in losing points in potential Champions League races and potentially of winning cups to hire our reputation. I'm not interested in giving these guys game time anymore if all that's going to happen is they're going to get slightly better than my other goalkeeper. Now, we do need a goalkeeper to come through because the other one as well, Leoni, he's also gone down to 4 stars now. So I'm not entirely sure what to do. He looks okay, but I don't think he's ever going to become any better than Bianco. So all I'm doing is shooting myself in the foot. I might as well just play Bianco, right? Until we get a really good one through. Because Bianco, for a goalkeeper, he's 29, but that's fine. He's still got 3-4 seasons there, so no problem. And he's actually really, really good. He's not played very well this season. I think it was because he's lacking match sharpness for a lot of it, but he's our best goalkeeper by a distance. So I'm not sure what to do. I might play Vigliardi a little bit. We might do. I'm not saying he's not going to play ever again, but I don't know. He's made a few mistakes, which is a little bit annoying. So I'm not sure what to do with him. The next one up is our top scorer, Tommaso Pucci. Now this guy is really, really good. So the only slight worry I've got with him is his value. I know it sounds ridiculous, but his value is never gone above like 8 to 9 million. And I feel like if he's got really high potential, he probably would. So I don't know if he's not much better than this currently, which is fine because he's actually got 10 goals in 15 games. And actually, he's a really good finisher. When he gets a chance, it's usually a very good finish. So he's also got the physicals that you need. He's got good off the ball, good anticipation, good technique, good passing, good first touch. He's got pretty much everything you need apart from maybe dribbling. And his composure's at 12, a little bit low. But everything else is a goal scorer. So he has got a lot of potential left, I think. But I don't know how much it is. I don't know if he's going to be like a 70, 80 million pound player. Like the guy at Inter Milan we just saw, Wills, right? So we shall see. He's still banging goals in. He's still getting better. Nothing to suggest he won't become really good, but just the value is making me a little bit apprehensive. Like I said, he just keeps going up and up. He doesn't even go down and then up and down and up. He just goes up. So that's really nice of him. There's no reason for me to doubt it, like I said, apart from that one little thing, which is the value, which I could just be hung up on for no reason. The good news as well, however, with Tommaso is we've got him to a 5-year deal, 2042, and another 3. So we've got him for the long haul. We're not going to lose him. Like I said, we're never going to get another Bonomi situation. I've had a check on Bonomi, and he starts about 70% of the games for Newcastle now, which is good for him. But looking at him, he's not got much better, but I really wish we'd not lost him. He would be we would get Champions League qualification, I'm pretty certain, with Bonomi in our team. Because that then would be like 2 world-class players for us in Bonomi and Rocky. And then we'd have like a lot of other good players that are sort of like supporting them and bringing us up. So, yeah, a little bit annoying we lost Bonomi, especially for a free. Could have sold him, I know, but I wanted that extra season out of him. But Pucci is scoring a lot of goals, which is really nice. 1 in every 2, at least. So that's a very good player to have. I'm saving Fernando until last of these little player spotlights because he's absolutely ridiculous. Just going to show you his attributes there. He's amazing. So he's a perfectionist still. His determination did go down by 1, but he's flying. I think potentially we could maybe have a Ballon d'Or player here. Just saying it now. He is very, very good. Now, he's playing off the left wing, so he's getting more assists than he is goals at the moment. Now, I'm not sure if he's going to play left wing eventually. We shall see. Eventually, he might just end up going striker, but as an inside forward on the left wing at the moment, he's doing quite well. 6 foot as well, so he does win a few headers at the back post. We don't create much for him in the match engine, which is slightly annoying. I don't know if that's because our centre midfield is a little bit weak, because we've got Trani in deep line playmaker and Rocky in centre midfield attack, and Rocky isn't getting much better again, so I'm a bit worried about him as well. Not getting much better. The younger Rocky, not the older centre back, the centre midfielder that I keep complaining that isn't getting much better. But Fernando just keeps getting better and better and better and better, and his value is massive. So I'm thinking that he's going to be really, really good. The other thing about him is I've not got him to a new deal yet. This is his original deal. I don't think there's anything saying that he wants to leave. He wants a new contract. The only thing I'm thinking is, do I wait until the end of the season where he's 18? No, I don't. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give him a new deal now. He wants 7.5. That's fine. I'll just try and get it down a little bit. We'll do that. And what we'll do is, he's a regular starter, so that's fine. We'll give him 3 years now, because we can only give him 3 years at 17. Once he reaches 18 at the end of the season, I'm going to give him a fresh new deal. But for now, I want that extra optional 3 years. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to 3. We're going to lock it in. We're going to give him about 8 just to sort of tide him over, and then we're going to hit that. And he wants 9.5, so I'm going to give him 9. That gives him the new contract, which is 3 years plus the 3. So we give him a pay rise just for the extra 3, which is nice. Then at the end of the season, I'll give him yet another deal to put another 2 on this, and I'll give him 3 again. So it'll probably be on about 15, 16 grand. But I actually don't care because we've got so much money. It's not a problem. But I want that extra 3 years now, just in case from now until the end of the season, he decides he wants to leave us, which could potentially happen. So that is that. In the Europa League then, this is the situation. Much, much better this season. Now, we're not winning games by many goals, but we are winning the majority. We've won 4 games, drawn 2, and we've lost none. We drew with Sevilla and Trabzonspor, and we beat Lugano, Hammarby, Dynamo Tbilisi from Georgia, and Partizan. I guess games you'd expect to win, to be honest, and then obviously we've drawn against Sevilla. I think the last 2 games are quite tough. Dynamo Kiev and Leipzig especially, so we'll see. We have guaranteed ourselves through to the next round. It's just which round it is. I don't know if we're going to skip it, we get into the top 8, or we're going to have to play it like last year when we got into this this next little chunk of teams. Toulouse, though, is absolutely killing it, which is amazing. But yeah, that is the situation. Now, we're also into the, is that the 3rd round? 3rd round against Frosinone of the Coppa Italia. I'm going to take Coppa Italia really serious, because if I look in there, all I need is Inter Milan to get knocked out by Verona, who are 5th, or Inter to get to the next round and lose to AC Milan or someone, because all these top teams can beat each other. And I can also beat a lot of these top teams, apart from usually Inter and AC. I struggle against those 2. Everyone else we can beat. We beat Napoli this season as well, so I want to take that quite serious. I want to win that cup. I do want to win it. I want to win it a few times, but let's have a look at the intake preview then. We've got an injury from Daniele Renai. I'm going to show you Renai just as we before we look at everything else. He's doing really well. 19. He's not got much better since last time you saw him, but he's a very good centre-back for us. 16 appearances. We've got him for a good couple of seasons just yet. I do think he's probably at the end of his potential, even though it says could improve a lot. But he's doing really well at the minute. Yeah, we've just been drawn against Frosinone. Team from United Arab Emirates want Rocky, and Atalanta have hired Brendan Rodgers, who's left Lyon. But that is not what we're here for. We're here for the intake preview. Now let's have a look. Come on, 1, 2, 3. Hello. Oh my God, again. Goalkeeper. Oh, we've got a goalkeeper, which is nice. Striker, that's always good, I guess. Attacking midfielder and 2 defensive midfielders. Interesting. Interesting. That is, again, the defensive midfielders and the attacking midfielder is pushing us to the 3 at the back formation with the box in the middle. 2 DMs, 2 attacking midfielders and a striker. That's pushing us there. At the moment, I want to keep with the 4-2-3-1 a little bit longer because we're doing really well and we're picking up results that we shouldn't otherwise be getting. We're beating teams like Napoli and Juventus and Atalanta away from home. So I'd be a bit stupid to change formation at the moment. But that is really, really good. Centre midfield is a little bit annoying, but hopefully one of these 2 can be centre midfield, right? The defensive midfielders and the attacking midfielders. But this has got the potential to be another really good golden generation. And Onazi is absolutely killing it with these intakes. He's not getting any better attribute-wise, but he's getting more coaching qualifications. So I don't know. I guess, like I keep saying, we don't need him to be any better, do we? He's 4-4-2 preferred formation and 5-2-3 DM wide as his other one. I honestly don't think his formation has too much to do with it, really. But he's absolutely killing it. So there's no real point changing him at the moment, is there, at all? Wide midfielders as well. I just wish the centre midfielder one would have been better. But like I said, I'm sure I could retrain one of the attacking midfielders and one of the defensive midfielders to central midfield. Goalkeeper, I really hope this guy's the best. That's our last position. Because what I'm doing is I'm visualising the team going forward in the long run. And we've got Rocky at left centre-back or wherever. We've got Rocky as a defender. We've got Bondo, the right wing back from Ivory Coast. We're doing all right, but I've not showed you him in this episode because he's not got too much better. He's a little bit better. Nothing to show just yet, but next season there will be. We've got him. We need a left back. So if one of those defensive midfielders is left-footed and a bit of pace, he might end up being a left wing back or a left back. We've also got Daniele Renai. We've got Sedini and Verdi, who we got. Well, Verdi we got last intake, and Sedini we got one before. So those guys are going to be in our back line eventually. On the attacking areas, we've got Vangioni still, who's probably going to end up being a substitute. We've got Fernando, who's going to probably be in our end game squad. Pucci, who I'm hoping is going to be in our end game squad. Leoni, who I'm hoping we can manage to keep, and he ends up in our end game squad, unless we get like a literal, like Messi and Mbappe type level player. I can see those guys in our attacking level. I'm hoping Trani becomes really good because central midfield is really important. So that's why I'm hoping these guys here, the attacking midfielder and the DMs, are really good. And then obviously the only thing I can't see future-wise is a goalkeeper because Bianco's retiring. So really there's no point playing well in the games and then getting a goal conceded against us, right? Because that'll just be really annoying. So I'm hoping that goalkeeper is really good. If he's got 5-star potential and he starts at 1.5 stars, I'm just going to play him. I'm just going to play him as soon as he comes through. Even if we're in a Champions League thing, I'm just going to play him because that is the area that I need to quicken up. And then obviously there's a striker that's coming through, which would be ridiculously lucky. Because, like I said, we've got Leoni behind the striker. We've got Fernando on the left wing. We've got Pucci up front. And then obviously if we get a striker as well, we could put Pucci on the right wing. Or we could retrain Pucci for the left wing, Fernando up front. Anyway, we've got options, basically, is what I'm saying. And I'm just trying to picture the team that's going to be in 2-3 seasons where we're aiming for the league title. Because we are going to be soon. The next 2 or 3 seasons, we're going to be aiming for the title. It's going to be tough. Really tough. But we are going to be aiming for it. We just need Inter Milan to have a bad season. Or a season like everyone else. And then we can do it. Because remember as well, as everyone else's teams are getting sort of worse because the AI aren't that good at squad building, our team's getting better and better and better every single game. So that is a really good preview again. You never know what's going to happen, right? It says we've got 3 centre-backs in and none of them are any good, which is fine. We don't need them. But the goalkeeper one, I need this guy to be really good. Really, really do. But, yet again, it's been an amazing, amazing preview. I know it wasn't the longest episode, guys, but I just wanted to show you around the club a little bit, what's happened, what's going to be happening, the plans, the preview, the players, the results, Europe, etc. And the new reputation, which we hit 4 stars. This is the first reputation with 4 stars now. So what we should be able to do now is attract youth players into our academy and our intakes that are actually better than the 3.5-star teams now. So we should have the pick of the bunch almost. We're sort of in that second league, behind the top teams, but in front of the mid-table teams now. So we are like the best of the rest underneath the top 6. So really good episode. A lot in it. Shorter, but a lot in it. Thank you for watching, guys. Leave a like on the video. That would be amazing. Comments as well. Always comments about the save if you guys are enjoying it, what you think to it, and what else I could be doing. And leave a subscription on the channel. That would be amazing. We were 50 away from 5,000, so please be one of those 5,000. That would be fantastic. And until next time, I'll catch you then. Goodbye.